And the Hurricanes ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. A rather underwhelming start as the kickoff goes out of bounds. They'll take the penalty and move them back. They're going to test the right side with this one. Got the first down. He's loose on the right. He's at the touchdown, Volunteers. He got loose, and it was lights out after that. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Cuts it upfield. It's Pringle. At the 35, he's open. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. The give to the left side. Breaks into the open. The 40. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running back.
The Hurricanes come to the line with a new set of downs. In the red area, it's Pringle. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Canes! Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So the Vols offense takes the field to start this drive. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score, David. See if they can do it again.
Yeah, I find it.
Oh, there's an alley on the left. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. The Vols come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. They're going to ride this running back. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game. This conference has a history of getting wacky, and the last thing you need to do is get off to a slow start in ACC play.
And what does everybody talk about every year, right? Like conference games, how much they matter, the familiarity with everybody around you. You can only start this one time, so let's bring that energy, bring that momentum. Who wants to start this season off right?
Well, the ACC is a conference that feels like oftentimes it just goes down to the wire. And those games late in the season are the ones that really determine what happens. But you've got to set yourself up for success, and it starts right here in the first conference game in the ACC for your team.
Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. Burrowing for yardage. There he goes. The 10 to the house. Touchdown, Tennessee.
And I'm kind of surprised. That's his first rush of the football game, and they give him the football, and you see why this dude is a baller. Like, given the ball, he can make people miss, and he can hit home runs, put points on the scoreboard really quickly. Jesse, one touch, one touchdown.
Yeah, and I think the offensive coordinator now is kind of hoping he probably scripted this game a little bit differently. He should have done it on the first drive. They didn't give him any touches, but he's now earned a lot more carries. You're going to see this guy get force-fed now the rest of the game after that run.
Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time, the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short gain.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Mensah. He's got it. Still on his feet at the 45. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Sells to fake. Looking to the big tight end. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. It's complete to the right. He'll pick up a few before being knocked out of bounds at the 31. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yep. It's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
And the Canes look to keep this drive humming. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Looking for a gap. It's Fletcher. Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Here's Mensah to throw. Snags it. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. The Canes come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Finding some room. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches I'm getting a 1st down, I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Throwing. throwing, Mensah. The screen, he can go. Touchdown, Miami! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
How about that? You just dial up the bubble screen and this guy scores a touchdown for you. Nice job blocking down the field, getting a hat-on hat, giving the receiver a place to run with the football to show off his speed. You can't execute the bubble screen any better than that.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This should be the last play of the quarter. They're going to run it to the right. And he's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, and that'll do it for the first quarter. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. And the Vols with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, gonna throw it. Snagged in the middle, it's Matthews. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38.
Well, what you know about Josh Heupel in this offense is they're explosive, and they always seem to have a dude outside at wide receiver. They normally have multiple guys like that. You obviously lose Chris Brazzell, a big-time playmaker for the Vols, and they're going to have to replace that, David, but they've done such a good job recruiting and developing. There's no question in my mind they're going to find guys that can go on the outside and break it.
They find those guys with speed, right? And they create so much space in this offense. Now, make no mistake about it. This is a run-first offense, and I love the way they do it, but developing that chemistry out wide, finding their new guys. They found them a year ago quickly. They stepped up. They made plays. Who's going to be their playmakers this season?
Man, that quarterback knew that was a tiny window to throw into, and he just showed off his cannon of an arm.
And the Volunteers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, it's Bishop. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Nowhere to go. Same song, second verse, as this defense is ready for this guy.
And a lot of times they'll fit up front, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere, and sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like, they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
Out wide left, it's Jackson. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains, it's first down at the 27. The Volunteers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2.
And the defense was locked in. You could tell they saw it. They reacted right away. Got the running back on the ground immediately.
The negative play leaves them with 2nd and 12. Follows his blocks. It's Gordon. Oh, he's got some space. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Vols! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. I'm not sure anyone even breathed on that running back by the time he got into the end zone.
Nah, so many blockers out front. Where are the defenders? I mean, it's a good idea. The guy with the ball, that's usually the guy we want to go tackle. Go get him.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Makes a move. Got a little room. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
From deep, it's Dodson. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. On the move. He's got the first down. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. It is a maxim of Tennessee football that you must be physical.
Physical. It's just kind of people they are, right? Tennessee people are physical. They want to do the dirty work. They're willing to do the dirty work, and you love it when your team has a bunch of grinders, a bunch of physical guys, a bunch of blue-collar guys that want to work.
Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a second down and long situation.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Motion from the wideout. Second down to the air. Throws it deep. Oh, did he toast the coverage? Got it deep downfield. Touchdown Volunteers. Rolled his way into the end zone.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And he did make that extra point. No issue with the treacherous footing. He'll bring it out. It's Compton. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Finds a crease. It's Pringle. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebacker swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Rush is on, and he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
Finally, a defense. Looks like they're able to break serve here. These offenses have been up and down the field now, these last 2 drives apiece, scoring points. But the sack right there finally puts an end to that, we think. Setting up 4th down, and that might be a major play so far in this game to give them a lot of momentum moving forward.
And you see tight end matchups all over the field all the time. Now, it used to just be in the red zone. Now, you just find the big fella, you put him in the slot, try to give him the ball as much as possible because you know he can make big plays.
They're all over him. Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly, maybe picked up 1 on the play. They'll need a bunch on second down. Here's Darian Mensa to throw. He spins that thing down the middle. And the timing just a hair off. Third and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. From the gun, wants to pass. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a 4th down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters, and I know the pass is coming, so I can have more success.
And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Hits inside. It's Gordon. He just threw his nose right into the middle of the pile and was stopped right at the line of scrimmage. So Miami signals for a timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Here comes the heat. Right side, it's Matthews. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock. The Volunteers will call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Fresh center downs going to the air. And here's a fumble way behind the line. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. After the sack, they have their work cut out for them. Basically, they have to get it to the other side of town. On the ground, it's Bishop. They didn't get anybody blocked, didn't fool anybody. They'll lose yardage, and it's 3rd down here late in the half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Man, notable storylines all across the sport today. So let's roll up our sleeves and get you updated here in Week 6. We start with UTSA taking on the number 25 team, the USF Bulls. And it's the Roadrunners, able to pull off the upset in this one, but by the narrowest of margins. That is another solid victory for this team, who now gets to 5-1 on the season.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field.
Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Running inside, it's Pringle. Pushes ahead for a couple, they'll mark it at the 33.
And what a great job by the defense here. 1st down, 2nd down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up 3rd and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
Throws to the wideout. Out wide right, it's Vaughn. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
All over him in the backfield. He'll lose 3 on the play. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't. And he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
On the ground, it's Fletcher. Could be an alley. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
Had to work to pick up 3 down to the 33-yard line. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The run inside. It's Pringle. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense.
And another nice gain by the offense. All right, defense, we got to change something up here. They're putting a big drive together, play after play, having a lot of success. How do we break the rhythm? How do we give them something that can create a tackle for a loss or a sack or something to get momentum back on my side?
And the Canes have it with a 1st and 10. He'll try the left side. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. Hands it off. Gets it inside the 25, down to the 22-yard line with the pickup of 4. Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. Mensah. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down.
And that's a play the defense absolutely had to have. This game right now is sort of still in the balance. And after a long drive by the offense on 3rd down, the defense able to make a play, get a hit on the target, knock it loose for an incompletion. And now it's decision time if you're on offense. What do you do here on 4th?
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
And here they come going for the 1st down on 4th and 2. Snaps it, and he has to have it. It's incomplete, and the defense makes a stop and gets the football back.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down. They were ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
Running it to the right. He's past the sticks. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front, paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the 2nd level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Straight ahead, it's Gordon. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
We've come to the end of the period, and Tennessee leads it. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Throws quickly. Nice job to pick up the 1st down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one. Third and long coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. Left side, it's Jackson. turning it on. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Back's got it on the screen. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Tennessee! And they take it in for 6 more points. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There were a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away, count on your defense. Not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Here's Mensah to throw. And the deflection on 3rd down. How big is that? Forces a 4th down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody on the back end expecting throw. And that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. He's going to fire deep. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. Got room on the return. The 20. Oh, he was hoping for the pick 6. Instead, he got it down to the 16-yard line. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. And that interception might well be the nail in the coffin. Offense gets the ball back, up by 2 scores. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's in for the touchdown, but hang on just a second. There is a flag on the field. That holding call backs them up 10. It's now 1st and 20. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Breaks into the open. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we could put it...
And he's in! Touchdown ball! Now they've got a little breathing room after that score, and a Week 6 victory is in the offing, it appears.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Starting a drive like that really builds confidence. 1st down from the 45. Throwing, Mensah. Makes a grab. He'll be out of bounds. Good pickup on that play, and we're at the 2-minute timeout. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Looking for a big play. Goes high to pull it in. Touchdown, Hurricane! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the...
Oh, they blocked the extra point. Still on his feet, and remember, he can return it. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with a 44-yard touchdown pass. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and to keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's response.
Open field on the right. Touchdown, Volunteers! And the stomping has commenced. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. He wants a big play here late. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing. We're in this.
And, guys, hold that thought just a second because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Fires to the middle. Picked off. What a play to set him up. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28. So here is the Tennessee offense. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game, well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
He is wrestled down at the 17-yard line. They've got a 1st down in the red zone.